Hello everybody and welcome to the Boys Play D&D. Blake, am I coming through on stream? We're not having a repeat of that 1 week.
No, you're good.
Alright, so last time we went through our Saltmarsh campaign, the boys were summoned to the town council chambers, for real this time, as one of the guards near the old haunted house had spotted a ship. The boys spent some time haggling with the council a little bit, got a bit of extra gear, some healing potions, and they set out to the house to lay an ambush, or set up an ambush for the smugglers. That night, the guard that they appointed to watch out of the second-story window of the house spot a signal and responded with the appropriate signal that the boys had discovered or learned about earlier while dealing with Sandblay. About half an hour after the guard came down and told them that he responded, a small boat carrying the first load of smuggled goods and a set of pirates and bandits showed up. The group's expertly laid ambush was sprung, and the smugglers were very quickly dispatched. The boys unloaded the boat as to not seem suspicious and headed back out to the larger vessel to confront the remaining smugglers. A short battle ensued where a spellcaster and the ship's captain fell. Another set of bandits being dispatched, as well as two bandits the group let row away. The smugglers offered the boys a bit of information in exchange for gold. However, under the threat of Gringus's incredible girth, they offered up the information for free before rowing away in the rowboat. So we will pick right back up on the Sea Ghost. Let me drag you guys here. Alright, so as you finished last time, you did a loot of the bandits and the main captain here, as well as the spellcaster. Didn't find a whole bunch, and you are now standing on the whatever deck this is called, with 8 different doors being around the various walls. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go and open this door over here. Just look inside.
Alright. Sorry, let me... and let me get you the description for that room. So many tabs. Alright. So in that room, you peer in, and it is a very clean, well-furnished room. There is a single bunk made up with bed linen, has its head against the bulkhead running along the center line of the ship next to a wooden partition squaring off the corner near the main deck. There's a writing desk that's set against the hull towards the stern. It has a drawer on each side and 3 trays on the top. Also on the desktop, just in front of the trays, is an ink pot, a quill and some pens, a small knife, a pewter container that resembles a pepper pot, and all of that's kind of... against the desk is an upright wooden chair, and beside it is a wooden brass-bound chest. Against the hull on the other side is a leather-padded couch. In front of it, a nice bearskin rug.
Oh, somebody rich lived there.
I'd say. Alright. I will enter said room and kind of look at stuff. Like,
Alright.
wow, it's a fancy room.
As you kind of look around and just take in the room, you also notice a large metal box kind of shoved under the couch. It's not at all hidden, it's just tucked under. And I guess there is also a unlit lantern hanging above your head.
Where did my character sheet go?
Gone
There it
forever.
is. apparently. Wendell Tosspot is now Wendell the Unmentionable.
Oh,
All right. I will take the little cage off my walking stick and just kind of use it as like a stick, and kind of like pull the box out from under the couch.
all right. Yeah, you pull the box out from under the couch. It's pretty heavy. It takes you a bit of effort, but nothing your stick can't help you do.
All right. Put the little cage back on the stick. I go, oh man, that thing's heavy. Gringus, you want to try and open it?
All right. I'm gonna try to open it.
It is locked.
About this time, I wander in. Young Wendell, amazing discovery here. As I settle down on the couch.
Perfect.
You said I threw the keys off of someone last session, right?
Yeah. So, the loot in this module is stupidly laid out, and the two pirates you guys killed in the cove, like the little cave at the under the mansion, they both had a key dangling from their belt that is listed nowhere in their character. It's in their room. It's listed that it's on their belt. Yeah, it's stupid. So, you guys did find two keys.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to use one of the keys,
All right.
and then the other one if it doesn't work
You shove them both into the lock, and
at the same time.
it doesn't work.
Just kidding.
You shove them both in one at a time and give it a little rattle, and neither of the keys turn the lock.
Oh, these keys are useless, and I throw them overboard.
Oh!
Just kidding, but I put the box down and walk away.
Alright. I'll go over to the chest in the corner of the room here and just try and pop it open.
Where the fuck does it even say what that chest has?
Like a crowbar.
So that chest, yeah, it's not locked. It pops open just fine, and inside it is a few items of clothing. When you pull them out, do you pull them out?
I'll give them a little like move with my stick and see if there's anything in there. And if I don't see anything, then I'll just leave them.
All right, yeah. Just looking through it, it just looks like a pile of clothes. Kind of rummaging around with your stick gently, you notice what looked like a fuzzy pair of slippers sitting at the bottom. They look pretty comfy, and that's all that's in that box that you find.
I take them out, and like a light bulb appears above my head. And I go, "Oh hey, Bobson, this'll probably be good. They look really comfy." I hand them to Bobson.
That's very kind of you, young man. And I replace my worn-out slippers with these fresh slippers.
They're a bit big for you, but very comfy.
Oh, it feels like standing on a cloud.
Oh, I didn't know you could stand on those.
You
Learned
cannot.
something new.
It's a figure of speech. Do not try to do that.
Oh. Well, that's a weird figure of speech, but okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll leave the room. If anyone else wants to do anything, they can do it.
Yeah, I will say that this map is like this one, I guess, and the last one were both pretty accurate to how things are actually laid out.
You didn't search the desk, did you, Wendell?
No.
I will go over and look at the desk.
All right.
And rifle through all the drawers.
All right, so fumbling through all the various papers on the top of the desk, Um, you find the following. Um, so, holy shit. The pewter container that I mentioned is filled with a pretty fine sand. The other one is empty, but it's filled with bills and receipts for various just boating goods. One of the containers, as you kind of rummage through it and skim over the letters, there's a few of them there that are from what appear to be different lovers. And then there's a very ragged looking document under the stack of love letters.
I would like you to read all the love letters to us.
I have one love letter.
This captain was a player.
Yeah, so effectively the love letters are from women at a bunch of different ports near here.
Oh.
That are all signed with Miss Sigurd Snake Eyes.
A woman at every port.
What a
And
man.
They're all in written similar to that.
Hang on.
What a scumbag.
And the last letter you find is a lot more ratty than that one, and a lot more ineligible.
Ineligible.
Well,
For what?
it's readable, but read it.
What's it
illegible.
ineligible for?
We require more goods. Send another shipment as per previous. I have no idea what that word was.
Consignment. I think.
Consignments.
And
Yeah, that's what I
at
read
the
too.
agreed
Consignment.
terms, X Snake.
Yep.
Interesting.
So that's all you find on the desk. But both the desk drawers, unfortunately, are locked.
Too bad those keys we had are overboard.
Oh, I actually lied. You have a third key.
Oh my god.
Hey, where'd this third key come from?
Caw.
Parrot just comes and brings it.
I'm gonna try all the keys.
All right. The third key that you retroactively also tried on the iron box and it doesn't work. You put it into the door, or the lock of the first drawer, give it a turn, and it clicks open.
Aha.
A key you don't have to throw overboard.
In this first drawer, you find you pull it open and it's pretty much empty, except you find 2 vials of red liquid and a vial of kind of like a purplish liquid.
Can I tell what they are by looking?
The red vials look identical to the vials that the council gave you.
Nice.
And the one?
You could give me a wisdom check. I guess either nature or survival, I'd say would both work. You're not quite sure what they are, what that vial is.
Watson. Watson.
Those new slippers knocked him out.
I'm just gonna toss a purple potion at his chest. Underhand.
Just overhand shotgun it at him. All right, you
It hits my chest, hits the floor, and then I go to clap and catch it.
What do you make of this?
I adjust my spectacles. What do I make of it, Brighton?
You can give me a nature or a survival check.
Okay.
All right. Looking at the vial, kind of wiggling it around to make the air bubble move and the lights kind of reflect off it in different ways. It looks like an antitoxin potion. Or a dose of antitoxin, I guess.
Yes, this is an antitoxin. Brings me back to my younger days when I was hiking the various jungles of Chult. And he starts going off on a long story about how his companions were bitten by a snake and he had to whip up an antitoxin out of just plants that he found around him at the time. And if anybody's paying attention, none of what he's saying would actually work.
Wendell doesn't know either way.
If I was close enough, I would have been listening, 'cause it sounded like a pretty good fish story.
If you're close enough, I guess it's up to you. You could have been moving around this whole time. But yeah, so you
I believe you.
You believe him too? Insights him? Yeah, it sounds like a pretty legit way to make an antitoxin. And then you rummage through that drawer. It's empty besides that. You take the key out, click it into the second drawer. Again, it similarly clicks open, and it is filled with maps. Do you rummage through the map?
Of course.
All right. So you count through 7 maps that are various seas and coastlines that you don't recognize personally. I guess you recognize one of the Azure Sea. But they're very, very professional-looking maps that look like they were actually prepared by cartographers. However, beneath those 7 maps, you find a similarly scuffed map when compared to the letter.
One that Wendell would have drawn, or something
Not
similar.
quite that scuffed. Well, I'll pop it up here. It looks like that.
That is significantly less scuffed than my map. Coast Sounds
This one-
actually somewhat accurate.
It's actually got a compass on it too.
Yep.
Yeah, so you see that. And yeah, that's all that's in the second drawer.
Well, I'm gonna roll up all the maps. Put them in my bag.
Alright, so you could just add, I guess, 8 maps to your backpack. Or I say 7 professional maps and then call the last one as Sigurd's map. Sigurd. Alright, and that's all that's in the desk. What were the rest of you guys doing during this time? Kind of just chilling in the room?
I was just watching, I guess.
Probably wandered over to the next door, but if there's anything else you guys want to do before I do that.
I was highly invested in Bobson's story.
If Wendell's wandering, I'll just follow him again.
Wendell the Wanderer.
Alright, oh, wrong door. You went to that one first. Alright, that one leads to a set of stairs. I guess I will mention that anybody with thieves' tools would know how to pick locks.
This door's
Doing no
locked.
e-fuels.
That box was locked.
Oh.
Alright. I'll ask the two gentlemen behind me. You wanna go down the stairs or look at these other doors?
Drug.
Is that to me? The stairs, there's not much down there, but we could have a quick peek downstairs as well.
All right, you guys did. Craig did previously go down this stairs.
I only had a brief look, but all I remember was seeing kegs. So I do eventually want to go back down there.
Whatever, Wendell, you lead the way.
Alright. Alright. I'll go to the next doorway here.
More stairs.
Go to the next doorway.
Another room.
Oh, hey, look, it's not stairs.
Yep, that door. All these doors open with a pretty loud creak. Like you can tell they're kind of shifted and not, sitting straight in their hinges as you push them open. But yeah, they all open. None of them have been locked. All right. As you walk into that room, it's furnished similar to the room you guys were just in. Not quite as nice, but it's pretty well furnished, and it's pretty clean. Like, surprising compared to the rest of the boat and how the smugglers have been. Inside, you see a single bunk made up with bed linen. Its head similarly against the bulkhead. There's a polished wooden table that stands in the center of the room, bolted to the deck. On the table, you see a silver bowl containing an assortment of fruit, a silver carafe, half full of a light red liquid, and a silver goblet. Set at the table, there's 2 chairs, and then a fancier padded leather chair sits against the far wall. On the deck, sitting just on the floor towards the stern, there is a brass-bound wooden chest. Beside it, a pair of highly polished black leather boots. And similarly to the other one, right in the middle of the room, there is right above you, Sigvald, is an unlit hooded lantern.
I give the red liquid a hard sniff.
It smells fruity.
This is my gitch.
Make a Constitution
take a
saving
swig.
throw if it was.
Let me double check. Yeah, you take a big swig, and it tastes like some pretty nice wine.
I finished it off.
I don't know how big a carafe is.
Was it right full?
Half full.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, you probably drink it pretty fine. I don't think a carafe's very big. It'd be like our coffee pot. Actually, that's pretty fucking big.
Conte.
Yep. Make con save, Logue.
Goodbye.
That's a lot of wine.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the wine's tasting pretty good. You kind of feel it fight you a little bit. You don't puke, but it's not sitting with you real well. That in combination with the rocking of the boat is made you feel a little nauseated.
I stumble over to the armchair.
Now you look like a true party boy.
alright. I'm gonna hop up on one of these chairs and see outside for some reason.
There
Maybe
is a
stuck.
porthole right there.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with that in a second. I'm gonna look at the bowl of fruit and see if there's any fruit I don't recognize.
Just a few oranges.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, I'm taking the oranges.
All right. You take 3 smallish oranges.
Christmas oranges.
Oh, Jesus. There we go.
No,
All
roll
right.
it down the stairs.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Is there a door right here?
There is.
I'm gonna open it.
I'll come with Gringus.
This is a tiny
Put the
room.
bronze belt here.
All right. I will describe that room real quick.
Cook us up some flapjacks.
All right. So inside that what the fuck? That room, you find, or you see that there's, well, 2 coiled lengths of rope and 3 rolls of sailcloth that are kind of lying on the floor. Is that the right room? Let me double check. Yep. What the fuck? Nope, I mixed up 2 numbers. Alright, you don't see any of that. Inside that room, you see a crude metal stove that's not lit, that's leaning against the hall. Looks like there's a nice adjustable metal chimney above it that kind of vents out of the ship. Next to the stove, there's an open metal bin containing sticks of wood kindling, and beside this is a large wooden table bolted firmly to the deck. On top of that table, the table is visibly scored with what appear to be knife marks, and under the table there is a large drawer. Hanging from the hooks above the table, there are 2 large frying pans, 2 saucepans, and a nice cast iron skillet. On the other side, the other side of the room, there's a cask filled with clear liquid, and beside it, a wooden cupboard.
I'm gonna check the drawer first.
All right, you open the drawer, and inside you find an assortment of butcher's knives, saws, cleavers, and just general, like, cooking utensils.
I will check the jug of clear liquid. Is it oil?
It is water. Looks like
Even
it's
better.
some clean drinking water.
I'm gonna just take that with me.
It's a pretty sizable jug.
In case we end up in having it. Well, what about the cupboard?
You know what else is in here?
You open the cupboard, and it's kind of filled with a random assortment of various mugs, small plates, large plates, platters, and kind of like some serving spoons. Looks like it's just kind of the kitchen.
Ah. Now it's all coming together.
Against the room opposite, or the wall opposite where you entered, there is another door.
Oh. I will open that too.
All right. I guess what are you 2 doing in the other room while they were doing this?
Eating an orange.
Eating an orange using the...
Did we do anything with
What's that, Logan?
Whoa.
that chest? That chest north of me, did anyone open it
Nope. Nobody has even looked at it.
before they left? Alright. I go and try to open it.
It is locked.
Bust out the old trusty crowbar.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Oh, It's always just gamble.
So I will say that for like kind of wooden chests like this, the way I'm ruling strength checks is like you're gonna open it because you could just sit there for half. That's a save. But you're gonna open it for, you're just gonna try, and it's a crowbar. Eventually, you'll get it open. It's shitty wood. The strength is
Yeah.
kind of just how graceful you are at opening it. So if you use like the right amount of strength to just perfectly open it without just jamming the crowbar into it and destroying half the loot. Is your save and your check equal?
Oh. I think so.
Oh,
What's the numbers on that?
Your save's even actually better than your check. Alright, so with your 16 actual strength check, you jam the crowbar right into the tiny crack and give her a boot to, reef the top open. And I need you and Wendell to make a con save as
God damn it,
You-
Logan.
you rip the trap open or the chest open, and a little vial kind of gets dropped from the lid and shatters as it hits the bottom. And a bunch of gas spews out.
Would this happen to be poison?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yay!
Don't need to breathe.
Gotta roll.
Interesting. So I guess Sigvald just always walks around never breathing.
Not unless I want to.
I feel like breathing today.
I just save breathing for when I'm smoking cigars.
I will say that everybody has noticed that Sigvald doesn't breathe throughout your
Maybe
times
Wendell.
together. But Wendell, you take a big deep breath of the gas and nothing happened.
Oh god.
Oh, this place smells really musty.
All right. So
I walk
you-
outside and get some fresh air. And I will BRB again.
jam open the chest, get gassed, and you don't breathe. So as you dig around in the chest, you find a leather purse that when you open it has about 50 gold pieces, and a spell scroll, or I guess a rolled up piece of parchment, and a book. A pretty, I guess a fancy looking book, not just a... Alright, so you open the book and there's words written there. You can't quite make of it what they are.
Alright. I take purse over to Bobson and the book.
Alright. So you go back into the other room.
I tell Wendell we found some cash. And then where the hell's Bobson? He's still on the couch? Where
Yeah,
is he?
Bobson's fucking sleeping on the couch.
Hey, poke the old man.
He's finally dead. No.
He is breathing.
Is Colton actually AFK, or is this just more effort to wake him? He's getting a slap next if he doesn't wake up after another poke.
Put your dukes up!
Hey, this book looks like it could possibly be a spell book, and a scroll. I wanted you to take a look at it and see if it actually is anything.
You do that?
I hand the book and scroll over to Bobson.
I take them very indignantly. and take a look at them, I guess.
All right. As you flip through the first book, your friend Sigvald was correct. It is a spell book, and it contains the list of spells I just DM'd you. And I guess pulling open the scroll, you find that it is a spell scroll to cast Gust of Wind.
Nice.
That's the wind manipulation magic. Very elementary stuff. Takes me back to the time I was on a trek across the Misty Mountains. And he just starts rambling on.
Just leave.
As soon as he says, takes me back, I leave. I start walking out. So if he keeps rambling, he's rambling, but no one's there.
All right. And you guys are opening the other door there?
Yep.
All right. And inside that room, I don't know, let me actually fucking double check that it's not just the wrong. Okay. Yeah, inside that room, you, from even where you're standing, you can see that there is 3 iron hooks in the ceiling with strings kind of going across the room. On the first string, there's a set of sausages kind of hung across them. Or I guess all 3 strings, there is sausages kind of dangling down from it. On some of the other hooks, there is a large ham, some other hunks of meat that you can't quite identify. Against the hall, there is 3 sacks, and then set against the bulkhead beside the door, there is a cask and a ceramic jar. And then against the other bulkhead, I don't actually know what the fuck a bulkhead is. I think the inner walls are anyways. Against the other bulkhead, there is a
So I didn't want to interrupt, but you paused. Yeah, you're exactly right. Bulkheads are interior walls in the ship.
Cool. Yeah, and I guess from where you're standing, you can't quite see the other bulkhead. It looks like it's just a storage room.
Is there anything look valuable in here?
I mean, not valuable in terms of you could sell it for a good chunk of change. It's valuable in terms of it's food that looks fresh and looks or appears edible. And I guess as you enter the door, you also notice that there is an opening that an opening in the ladder bulkhead about 3 feet square, and with its lower edge about 3 feet above the deck. Looks like kind of just more storage.
Can I try to find out what kind of meat this is?
Sure. Give me a survival check. It is preserved beef. Oh, just salty beef.
I'm gonna start gathering as many rations as I can.
I will go back to the deck.
There is, I guess, another door here as well.
You don't care about that door, Gringus?
Open it.
Alright, I guess I'll open it.
Alright. So you open that door and peer in. Okay, inside that room, you see 2 coiled lengths of rope, a bunch of rolled up stacks of sailcloth, and a large wooden cask that's standing next to kind of a pile of wooden planks. Kind of right beside you to the right, you see 2 hammers, 2 mallets, or 2 metal-headed hammers, 2 wooden mallets, 2 saws, and an adze. And similar to the last room, there's kind of an opening that slopes down. Wait, there's an opening about 3 feet square, and with its lower edge about 7 feet above the deck in the other bulkhead. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of just a storage room. There is also another door sitting here. What were the rest of you guys doing while Craig's looking through all these other rooms? Just chilling on the boat?
You said there was a pair of boots in this room?
I
Over here
did, yep.
somewhere? Do they look like they would fit anyone?
The wizard you murdered.
I mean, are they the right size for, like, myself or one of my bigger friends?
Any of the kind of standard medium-sized humanoids would likely fit them. They might be a bit big for the dwarfs, a bit tall but skinny for the dwarfs.
Alright, I'll grab them and take them with me.
Alright. Alright, so Craig, in that room, as you open the door from the other side, can you see those?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, let me describe that room to you real quick. How'd you get over here so fast? You were sitting on the deck doing nothing.
I thought you went under. I was just checking if I missed anything.
Alright. So, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't think so. You're still over there.
Yeah.
So as you open that door, you see you get hit by a huge marshy odor. It's not, fetid, you're not hitting the ground from it, but it's definitely oppressive and overpowers the salt water of the ocean. Fetid. In the center of the area, there's a wooden table that's bolted to the floor, surrounded by 3 chairs. There is a silver jug, again half filled with red liquid, and 3 pewter mugs kind of sit on the table. You can see 3 hammocks sitting around the room. They're kind of strung, from one of the inner walls to the outer wall. And below each hammock, there is a selection of weapons, and occupying each hammock, there is a scaled figure.
Oh. Are they sleeping?
Nope, they are looking at you.
I'm just gonna wave and start walking backwards.
You hear one of them kind of talk out. Closed door. As he kind of speaks to you in a broken English.
Oh, my bad. I'll step forward, shut the door, and then leave.
All right. You walk back out to your companions.
I'll let them know I seen some scaled figures behind this door up here. I found the back door. They don't seem too hostile. Just want to be left alone.
Like 1/16 scaled figures?
Ooh, that's pretty small.
Yep, that's exactly what they were. And I'm gonna attempt to sail the boat away. No, that's not what I'm gonna do, but
All right.
Does it sound like the area where that bandits told us they had prisoners?
Recalling the description, no.
Sadness.
Yeah, the bandits pointed out something that's below deck. All right, so you guys are chilling as a group in the boat. Richard just ran out of one of the rooms and said, "Hey, there's some scaled figures chilling in a room over there. They didn't attack me, but they didn't do anything."
Alright, Wendell's probably pretty curious about that. He's gonna go take a look.
Classic follow Wendell.
All right, so you walk back over there.
I'm gonna start drawing a picture of what I just saw.
You open the door again,
Mm-hmm.
and you two are also hit with that kind of strong gust or odor of marsh. And there's three scaled figures staring at the door.
Either.
I just wave and go, "Hi! I'm Wendell. Who are you guys?"
Hello. Me, Grok. Why here? Please leave.
Are you guys, I look it back and say, "Well, what's the word, where they're in prison?"
Stowaways? I don't know.
Oh, maybe that. I just look back. Are you guys stowaways or prisoners or something?
No.
Are you guys part of the crew?
No. They kind of look at each other, annoyed. The one that's been speaking to you pipes up again, and he says, us watch shipment.
What kind of shipment? Where's it going?
They kind of look around at each other and start getting out of the hammocks. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Oof.
Oh no.
Except let me clear it first.
Perfect initiative roll.
Front, hey guys, what are you doing? They walk up and just flub them.
Basically.
Alright, why did my guys not roll? I clicked the token and everything. Alright, Sigbald, what do you do? These guys kind of get out from their hammocks and reach down, grab their weapons.
Come over here. Hey boys, they're guards for a shipment, and they're getting aggro. So prepare yourself for a fight. And I don't really know what else to do. I'm gonna get out of the way a little bit for Mitch's guy to get in. and I guess if one of them makes it to me, already in action to punch them.
All right. All right. So, Gringus, you're up. There is enough clutter and shit strewn about these rooms that you do think it would be a bit difficult to effectively swing your big ass glaive, well, any big two-handed weapon.
I will stand out here.
I told you that before you did your move, so you can move to wherever else you would have. And just in case you can't see it with the light, there is a door here as well.
I will stand here and ready to attack for if anything comes out.
All right. Bobson.
Continues to sleep.
All right. Gore.
I guess I'll move beside Sigvald and just ready an attack.
All right.
Wendell getting fisted.
Here I go again on my own.
All right. So, well, this first lizard folk here is gonna run up to Wendell, and he's first coming over with his heavy club, which I believe is a two-handed weapon. It is now, so he's gonna have disadvantage on this attack.
I think it is, yeah.
All right, a 14.
Wendell ducks, and I'll cast shield.
All right. So the mace kind of swings wide. It looks like it's gonna, connect true to your, kind of right in the middle of your chest. And you give it a duck, and an arcane force pushes it straight up into the top of the door frame. He then follows it up with a giant bite. Well, tries to. A 21 to hit. Yeah, this is not a two-handed weapon, so it's at normal. Oh, and it doesn't work.
Just hear the old Windows dial-up noise.
For 7 piercing damage.
Ow. Alright.
Alright. They can't really effectively fight. This other one's gonna reach in here and try. But due to the angles in the door, he's having disadvantage on, I guess, both of his attacks. He similarly has his heavy club.
That hits.
Oof.
Big oof.
For 4 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
Followed by a bite at disadvantage. So a 9 to hit.
Misses.
Alright.
This is now the most hurt Wendell's ever been.
And then the other one is going to open this door. And I believe Gringus can make his opportunity attack. Or, I guess, his ready to action, not his opportunity attack. You hit on a tie, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That hits.
Somebody's going to their dual box.
Oh, baby!
Oh.
Nice.
As he opens the door and you just poke him right in the head with your glaive. He kind of recoils back, flinging the door fully open with the motion. That hurt. All right. I don't think anybody else readied anything, right? Craig, did you?
Nope. I have
Oh, you haven't had your turn yet. All right. So he's gonna swing at you with his club and bite. The club from where he is will still be at disadvantage because he's in the room. So a 17 and a 14 to hit. That's against you, Gringus. A 17 and a 14 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits.
A 17.
Oh, good.
All right. Yeah. So the club glances off your armor, and the bite similarly does not pierce your plate. All right. That's their turn. Richard, you're up.
I'm gonna move over here.
All right.
And I'm gonna slam a bonfire at Bobson's toes.
All right. Bobson, give me a dex save?
Not like in front of him, like just on his toes, just to
Oh.
give him some heat, like not right underneath him.
All right.
New slippers,
Yeah.
no!
Yeah, you put a bonfire right beside him. You singe his kind of fluffy new slippers.
Bobson would like to rage. Just kidding.
It'd be funny as fuck, though.
That would be amazing.
All right. That's your action.
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right. Wendell, you're up.
Doesn't even tell him, just lights his slippers on fire. And, yeah, there we go.
You didn't even
Wendell.
yell at him about the enemies. You just burnt him.
Hmm. Wendell is going to go. Oh shit! I need to get out of here. And with bonus action, I will cast Expeditious Retreat, and I will disengage with my action and go. Need to double check how many that was.
That was 9.
9. Okay, so I can go. Where's my movement? Oh no, it's just a dash that I can do. So I'll get to there. And that's my turn.
All right. Back to you, Sigbald.
Take a step back to give Gore some room. And ready in action to punch the bastard that walks up, I guess.
All right. Gringus.
Well, I'm gonna hit the same dude again.
All right. Roll your attack. Yeah, 23 hits. Roll damage.
Oh!
All right. So similar to the, well, how do you kill him?
I cut his nose completely off. It's now.
All right. So you slice his nose off, as it's the only thing visible by the door after he recoiled from the bite. And you hear a thud as he falls back into where his hammock was. Is that your turn? All right. Bobson, you're up.
On an expedition to the Misty Mountains. Ah, ow, my toes! What's that very faint sounds of battle? I better hurry over there. And I start shuffling
Bobson's the
carefully
best
to
character.
avoid the bonfire.
Yep. You step around it. It's warm. This
Do I
one's
see
dead.
anything from here?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess I can see straight into that room and one
Yep.
of the lizard guys.
Yep, you can see straight into that room. The one opened this door, so he's looking the other way. Or both of those two, I guess. Can you see both?
Well,
not
I see a
quite.
tiny little bit of one, but mostly just one.
Yeah, he is preoccupied with the other door.
All right. Quickly taking in what's going on. I assume that these guys are up to no good, and I'm gonna firebolt them in the back.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, a 22 hits. All right. That firebolt hits him in the back. Doesn't do a whole lot, but he recoils from it, turns around and snarls at you.
It's all my turn.
All right, Gore, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna rage, and then I'm gonna take a stab at this guy.
All right. So you would be at disadvantage with your two-handed weapon
Why?
because it's a super tight corridor.
But lances, I'd be like spearing them. Would I not be? I'm not swinging it. It's like a thrust.
It's still awkward enough just with how tight this room is, with how much shit's piled around everywhere.
I don't know, Brighton. I don't know, but
You just attack recklessly.
No, I'm not attacking recklessly. I forgot to click disadvantage.
All right. Yeah, an 18 hits. All right, for 14 damage.
I say later, loser, and I'm gonna devote.
All right. Is that your turn then?
Yep.
All right. How smart are lizard folk? I don't think they're very smart, considering... Yeah. Well, this one is charging after... And, well, he's swinging against the first thing he sees, because he's an idiot.
Alright. I do get to punch him in the face for coming around the corner
That's true,
before
yep.
I die.
So roll your attack. Yeah, your 16 hits. All right, as you come around the corner, or as he runs around the corner, you have your fist readied, and you clock him right in the nose. Blood starts pouring profusely out from it, and he he screams out at you and swings his club. It is at disadvantage because of the room, so a 13.
Nah, that misses.
All right, and then he follows it up with a chomp,
Oh,
which is not at disadvantage.
Rip.
it hits hard enough too. Sigwald hits the deck yet again.
Yeah, he bites you for 12.
Good night.
All right. And this other lizard folk, with this lust for Bobson after Bobson having smashed him with the firebolt, is sprinting right out at him. And hitting him with the similar heavy club and bite. I keep closing their sheet for some reason.
Probably not do that.
A 19 and a 20.
Bobson's gonna cast Field.
All right. That gives you +5
As-
AC.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So do both of those miss with +5 AC then?
Nope, they still hit.
Oh!
All right.
He just sees it coming and just does it anyways.
But you gotta try.
So the the club swings down as you cast shield, and you see it kind of just pierce straight through the glowing yellow shield that comes around you. It connects right with your shoulder, and then he follows it up with a bite.
Yeah, Bobson has 4 HP left. So
Oof.
he's not feeling too good.
All right. Richard, you're up.
I'm gonna open my book and frantically flip through it into the picture that I drew of a constellation of a lizard folk. I'm gonna point at the head of it because it seems to have worked in the past.
All right.
And I'm gonna fire a guiding bolt at point blank range.
All right. I do believe you have disadvantage.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, it did roll 2.
So your 13 would have missed.
And I don't think I can do anything with the bonus action.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Wendell, you're up.
Right. As Bobson sees me like move faster than my tiny legs could possibly carry me, I just look at the lizard folks that's just slapped him a bunch and go, "Hey, leave the old man alone!" and cast Mind Sliver.
Oh.
If I close these fucking character sheets one more time. He fails as his takes one hand off his club, and it goes to his head as if it's searing in pain.
All right. I will then go. Oops. Oh, there we go. My torch was stuck. I'll just delete it. 2, 3. Okay, I don't see anyone else in the room, so I'll just go there and wait, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Sigvald, give me a death save. Oof.
Oh.
All right. You fail the first death save. As Gore can hear some gurgles from the other room. Gringus, you're up.
All right. Move to here. Oh.
An 8 misses as you short swing the glaive and it pierces into the deck. All right. Bobson, you're up.
I cast Magic Missile.
All right. So he takes
All of them
9,
targeting
right?
the guy in front of me. Yep.
All right. So as they connect and kind of the missiles, I guess, pull out of you and all connect with him at the same time, he recoils back and coughs up a bunch of blood, but he is still standing.
Oh! Ooh! And I just cower a bit in fear that he's still alive.
That was 3 darts, right, Brighton?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Gore, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try and hit this guy
All right.
recklessly.
All right. Roll your attack. Just a normal attack. Yeah, the 24 hits. How do you want to kill him?
I just want to fucking like pierce my lance right through his body and push him and like pin him to the wall.
All right. You pull back your lance, and kind of with the extra clarity granted to you by your just wild swings, you expertly poke it through kind of the door and all the hanging shit and the barrels and everything in the way, and it just pierces right through this guy's ribs and comes out the other side.
And I'm gonna move in here and gonna try and stabilize this dink when I have the chance.
All right. So I think that to stabilize someone is a medicine check as your action, right?
Yep, EC 10.
Alright, don't crit fail your death save, Logan. I'm coming.
Oh.
The
Gonna
end.
happen now that somebody mentioned it.
Yup.
All right.
My rolls are only getting lower as we do this, so
So this lizard folk, it's not like the people that are hitting him around him. So he's gonna start with his club against, well, the mage that just cranked him. Jesus. A 19 to hit. For 7 damage.
Bobson's hitting the dirt too.
All right. As his club connects and he sees you crumple to the ground, he turns and snarls at Richard and goes for a bite. For 10.
That's a miss.
All right. That's his turn.
Yeah. As he.
All right, Richard, you see this lizard bring his club and just connect it square with Bobson's temple as he crumples to the ground.
Oh.
He turns to bite at you, and you're
In one smooth motion, I'm gonna drop my book and pull out a spear and like hit him and like swing, not poke him with it, but like swing with the side of it.
all right. Yeah. So you drop your book and you kind of pedal back a bit to dodge the bite, and you pull out your spear and you go for the counter. Roll your damage. All right. As you kind of go to stab him with the spear, with his exposed jaw from the bite, you spear right up into him, piercing right through his jaw into the roof of his mouth.
Nice.
As you feel the dead weight of this lizard on your spear.
Nice.
I'm gonna pick up my book.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Wendell, what do you do?
I continue running this way.
All right. As you enter that room, in the corner, you notice a tiny dragon that is sitting in what appears to be kind of a nest perched above the hammock. As you walk into the room, it grows a bit calm, and you hear a voice in your head. Are they dead?
I go, I don't know. I keep going. And run into this. And see Sigvold on the ground. I'm like, oh shit. I'll run over and pour a healing potion in his mouth.
Well,
I guess.
I guess before you keep running through, like as you say, I don't know. He says, "Wait."
Okay.
Did you wait or did you ignore him?
I, hmm. You know, I probably would have stayed.
All right.
Yeah.
If you stop, you hear the same voice in your head, and he just says, "Kill them."
Okay.
And the dragon curls back up into his nest. All right, carry on.
I just go. Okay. They seem kind of mean. So yeah. And then run. That was gonna do.
I think Discord's having a night tonight.
Hang on. A sec.
It seems maybe better. I'm gonna try to leave and rejoin, but I doubt that's gonna do anything.
Oh, I'm back.
Alright. I can
Here?
hear rhythm clear, and Discord has 3 bars.
Yeah, I think it's good on my end too.
I don't know what the fuck was happening there.
Discord
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was weird.
Okay, anyways, so the little dragon told you to kill them, and then you just continued running out?
I said, okay, they seem kind of mean, so sure. And then I continued running because I honestly don't know if they're dead or not.
Alright.
And saw Sigvold on the ground and just popped a healing potion in his mouth.
Alright, roll healing. Oh, you already did. Alright, Sigvald. As a bunch of liquid pours into your mouth, you feel alive.
Sigvald, you should really get that narcolepsy looked at. You seem to be dropping like a fly at inconvenient times.
Yep. Oof. I was curious.
Okay, I think I can get back into the room, which I will do with my bonus action dash.
Are they dead?
Oh, I think so. I didn't see any of them.
I only liked one, and I know it died.
Well, what are you doing here? I'm Wendell, by the way. What's your name?
They called me Bims. And Sigvald, you're up. None of that was audible, by the way. That was all in your head.
It's all just
I definitely
like-
would have
Or-
responded in by actually speaking, because I wouldn't have
we
known
all
the
hearing
difference.
this?
Yeah, most of you guys, with kind of all the doors being open, would have just heard Wendell talking. But with no responses.
Well, to my usual of following Wendell. Who are you talking to?
Point to the corner. What'd you say
Is that
the
thing?
name was, Brighton?
Bims.
I think that's Bims, I guess.
What the hell is Bims?
Me.
Point.
You hear in your head as you, like, kind of look up in the corner, and there's a little... Well, it looks like a little dragon perched up in the corner. And it's staring right at you.
What are you, a baby dragon?
No. I don't know if they're conscious of what they are.
No, I'm Bims.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They're not... Yeah. No. I'm Bims.
And I didn't hear him say that, right?
Alright, what are you doing here, Bims?
I was with them, and now I'm not.
Why are you with them?
He says nothing. And Gringus, you're up.
Alright.
I will remind you that your friend is dying on the ground.
Rude.
That guy sitting there is dead.
Thanks
But-
to the lizard folk.
Your wizard friend is dying on the ground.
Just goes all out saving the lizard folk.
Oh, there it is.
It wasn't, I guess.
Alright. You did loot 2 health potions half an hour ago, too. As a reminder.
Jam one in his mouth.
Alright. As you pour one of those red potions into his mouth, he heals for 2d4 plus 2.
You're too young to die, Bobson.
I don't know about that. Do you want me to roll it?
Sure. I don't care which one you roll it. It's the same roll.
Nice.
Alright.
There are healing potions of +9.
Yep.
Yeah, Gore runs up, pours a healing potion out of his pocket, pours in your mouth, and you come back alive, similarly gasping.
Gringus, I think. Not Gore.
Yeah, Gringus. Alright, but now that everybody's up, they're no longer initiative order.
Interesting.
Well, I guess potentially. Alright, so now that you guys are all kind of alive, you...
Lizard been teleported.
No, that's just their corpses. Ish. I don't remember where they all died. Oh, one died right here.
And I kick him with my slippered foot. Ugh!
Squish!
And I
Ask when.
bit on the corpse.
Alright. So as you guys are sitting there, licking your wounds and spitting on the corpse, this tiny dragon kind of, I guess Wendell and Sigvald. I pronounce your name wrong so many times I have to look how to pronounce it right. You see this little dragon kind of stretch its wings.
Oh wow, can you fly?
And Wendell, in your head, you hear "you'll do," and the dragon comes and sits on your shoulder.
Oh,
I think probably weighs as much as Wendell.
probably.
I don't know how much it weighs.
It's a tiny creature, right?
Yes.
Probably fine.
It's pretty heavy.
I just pull out a little bit of beef jerky from one of the rations and just like offer it to Bims.
He eats it, and if you could hear a purr, that's what it would do.
You like the name Bims?
Alright. I guess Sigvald, do react to that in any way.
Do I hear him talking in Wendell's head? Or is that...
Nope. You just hear Wendell responding verbally.
Alright. Well, since I have talked to the thing, I kinda assume what's going on. Some sort of telepathic communication, so... I don't know. If this little dragon wants to sit on his shoulder and eat some jerky, I don't care.
Alright. So I guess now that the combat is settled, yeah, you see a noseless lizard sitting in the corner. And now that you guys are kind of in the room and looking around a bit, you notice another small little box sitting under the one that was originally talking to you guys. Like under the hammock.
Alright. I was kind of like, have a seat at the table and just keep talking randomly to Bims about just random stuff. And keep feeding him a little bit.
After the last chest, I'm not gonna fuck with it.
This one is a lot less chest and a lot more scuffed wooden box. You remember how, like, scuffed the lizard notes were? It's,
Alright, fuck, I'll kick it open.
Alright. Yeah, it kicks open. The top caves in a little bit. Well, it doesn't cave in, but the top kind of, like, breaks a little bit as it kicks off. And inside you notice 5 neatly... Wait. Yeah, you notice 5 neatly arranged electrum ingots.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Except their electrums, so they're worthless.
Is Gringus nearby?
I'm standing here.
Well, you would be able to see it in the door. And just with your knowledge and working with metals, electrum's not worthless. Those bars are worth about 100 GP each.
Oh!
Nice.
And the box, just from the look, there's a lot more than one layer. Well, more than one layer.
That's what I see looking at it from out here?
Well, the box is under Wendell's feet, pretty much. So you're all kind of surrounded looking at it. So yeah, you guys see these 5 electrum ingots. Wendell says they're not valuable. Gringus says, on the contrary. And
That was out of character.
Looking at the boxes, it looks like it's a bit thicker than just the 5 ingots on top.
Oh, possibly up to 10. Or more. If it's 2 layers.
Is there more underneath, Wendell?
Just look down. Move one. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, there is.
Yep, there looks to be another layer.
It's quite a lot of cash.
Alright. We want to try to find that prisoner on the ship yet? I don't think this was it.
And I guess anybody that was looting this room, you can make a perception check.
I guess that does conclude me.
I guess anybody that wants to.
I'll roll it anyways.
Anyone that was looting which room?
This room, the fancy captain room.
So we're 20 minutes preemptive post rolling for this, or what?
Nope. It's post realization.
Did you have to be looting or just in there?
Anybody that was, well, it wasn't hidden, so yeah, anybody that was looking at stuff in there.
I walked in to give Bobson the book. I would have taken a scan.
Would I have possibly known that at 20 when I walked in there?
Sigvald.
Well, you didn't look at this room, so no. But Sigvald with the double crits, that box that you guys didn't open, that was a bit more secured, is almost identical in size to this box.
More
Ooh.
ignorance.
Wendell just thinks
This
maybe it's
wasn't
something-
worth getting my slippers singed. I'm gonna shuffle back to the couch.
Alright. As Gringus try to open another chest with my crowbar since we can't seem to
The other one
on,
find
was
the key.
metal. So on that one, you would have to break the lock, but, you know, if you just
That's why
sat
I'm
there
asking
and
somebody
tried
with
long
some
enough.
strength to do it.
And none of my keys work on it, right?
I'll double check, but I believe that's right.
Alright, I'll help him with the crowbar.
Well, I'm helping you. I've given you the crowbar. I know I'm too weak to fuck with a metal chest.
All right.
Strength or
yeah.
athletics?
Yeah, you can give me an athletics check.
Oh,
All
yes.
Yeah,
help?
Sigvald is helping, so you would have advantage. That's right.
Nice.
He's pointing out the weak spot. All right, yeah, with a 14, you give it a big jam in from where you are, and out of the tiny crack that you make, two big blades come up and cling off the crowbar and retract in. And then you kind of kick down on the crowbar, and yeah, the chest opens.
So it was trapped?
It was trapped, but if you were fiddling with the lock and opened it, those blades would have connected directly where your hand would have been, but you jammed it open with the crowbar. So
Nice.
the crowbar kind of ate the brunt of it.
So the chest is only trapped for people who have the key.
Or that try to pick the lock,
Ah,
because lock picking's a thing. But yeah, as you open it, you see a kind of interesting blade mechanism loosely attached to the top of the box. But yeah, inside, similar to before, a layer of electrum ingots.
oh.
Baby.
The rest of the time we're on the ship, I'll spend my time packing all those into my bags.
All right. So yeah, between the two of those chests, there is 20 electrum ingots.
We're rich!
Hell yeah.
Alright, so.
And
is
yeah,
that
I guess anything I mentioned as silver too. Silver is worth something if it's silver. If it's silvered, like coated, might be different, but yeah, that's. What do you guys do? You have explored what you think is every room on this deck.
Top level?
Fought some lizard folk.
Oh. I tell Gringus to save me one of those.
I'll be
And
sure to speed it up.
I go find Wendell to see if he starts heading downstairs.
This whole time, Wendell's just been chatting with the dragon on his shoulder, basically telling him his life story and asking him about his.
The dragon is giving you very basic responses. It doesn't really have a story to tell you.
Yep.
But yeah, it does have a basic communication. It's really good at emotionally expressing things to you more than being able to actually vocalize. Oh, and actually, this thing does purr.
Nice. About this time, Sigvald would come in to Wendell saying, "Oh yeah, so that was what spurred me on to leave home and find myself here. What brought you here?" And he's just sitting there in silence for what I assume is like 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, he just says them.
Oh,
Alright. Seeing Wendell's conversation with it. Where is Craig?
Sitting on the edge
Oh,
of the
he's up
deck.
here.
Yeah,
Is
I'm here.
Craig back? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back now.
nice. All right.
With my track record of getting fisted everywhere, I'm not going anywhere alone. I asked if he wants to double check the next level.
I'll go with you, breathless man.
Perfect.
All right.
And then I can
I'll come along as well,
fucking
since
hole on my cigar again.
All right. So which stairs you guys going down? I'm assuming the one right in front of Logan.
Yeah, probably the ones he didn't check last time. So,
All right.
but
Is anybody going with them or just those three?
I assume it takes me a while to pack up 40 ingots or whatever that was there.
Yeah. I don't actually know how much an ingot weighs.
Probably not light.
Depending on the material.
yeah, I don't know what the real weight of D&D Electrum is, but
I googled iron ingot and just got Minecraft stuff.
It weighs. Oh, each ingot weighs 4 pounds. So in
Oh,
total,
boy.
80 pounds.
I think I could carry that.
That's more than I weigh.
Definitely help. Need it.
It'll help out Gringus's girthquake.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you guys head down the stairs and show up in this room.
for the bit.
Yeah, I will read that. That is number 13. All right. So this cabin occupies half the stern section on this deck, with one bulkhead running along the center line of the ship. Along this bulkhead, leading up in the direction of the bow, is an enclosed companionway, which is the stairway you guys just came down. At its foot, a door in the central bulkhead leads to the other part of the stern, and on the back of the door, because you guys are in the enclosed room, you see a dark blue cloak hanging on the door. There is a single bunk, a heaped pile of bed linen set against the hall, which I don't know if it's actually there. Oh my god, I can't move you because you're too fucking... Yeah, there you go. Yep, there's this pile of linen. Shit, I lost my spot. At the foot of the bed, there is another similar brass-bound wooden chest with its lids closed. And kind of peeking around, you notice another box peeking out from under the bunk bed. I mean, it's a bunk bed. It's kind of like a loft bed, right? It's up in the air and there's storage under it. In the center of the cabin, there is a plain wooden table, bolted again to the deck. And on top of it, there is 2 books. One opened as if they were reading it, the other closed.
As if they weren't reading it.
As if they were using it to prop up the first book.
Ah.
And then, similar to all the other rooms, there is a unlit hooded lantern hanging from the cabin. So yeah, I guess anybody that doesn't have dark vision would have limited light coming from the surface. You'd still be able to see in here, it'd just be, dark. It's not pitch black, but the only light you have right now is coming from up here.
I'll cast light on the little cage on my walking stick.
Alright, you get a light.
Alright. Well, I knock on this box under the bed.
You knock on the box.
Like a fucking crate.
On this box or this box?
The big one.
Alright. It kind of has a metallic-y ring to it. It's like a brass trimmed wooden box. And there you do, upon looking at it closer, notice another lock with the keyhole, obviously.
Who's got... Gringus has the keys, eh?
Yep.
Alright. Fuck, I don't have anything that would let me pick a lock. Well, I don't do anything with that one because it's locked as fuck. So I guess the little other box, I guess, I will examine.
there is no lock.
Alright. Well, I use my crowbar to lift the lid.
All right. You carefully put the crowbar in. The lid creaks open with no resistance.
Alright. What's in here?
At the top layer, you can see some clothes and what looks like the top of a pair of boots.
Alright. I yeet the clothes out over to
You find more
far
clothes.
corner. Yeet it out too.
You find the
Anything
bottom of
fancy
a
in here?
box. No, they're the fanciest thing in this room would have been the blue cloak you can see hanging off the back of the door. But they're all pretty basic. Nothing compared to like the cloak Sanbalay was wearing or not wearing that you found.
Oh yeah.
I'm also going to be looking around the room.
All right. Craig, as you look around, you notice that the wall right beside Sigvald doesn't seem to fully fit.
Sigvald, you blind bastard. Get out of the way.
As he points to where it is, I slightly lower my shades to look.
You notice it too.
Alright. Put them back up and I get out of his way. He can open it since he found it.
All right.
Help him if he needs help.
I'm going to step up to it, and what do I see? wall.
You see like a chunk of wall that doesn't pattern the same way with the rest of the wall.
Is there a crack along it?
Yeah, there's kind of like a tiny crack. It looks a lot like there's potentially a door or a sliding panel.
I'm just gonna boot it.
All right. It flings open, well, partially open, as it kind of like cracks into some stuff that was behind. But you guys see, well, that. Sorry, let me find the... Alright, so in this cramped area, which is, it's only 4 feet wide at the wide, so it's not even actually the full square wide, it just scaled that way because of the picture. You see an absolute pile of weaponry. The weaponry is all kind of wrapped in what looks like oilskin, and it's kind of bound. They're kind of just piled away randomly, but there is all in all about 10 bundles of weapons. Kind of glancing through it, oh sorry, I lied, 8 bundles. Glancing through it, there's a few bundles filled with what you can count as to be about 10 morning stars. 2 more bundles making up about 10 long swords. 2 more bundles making up 10 shields. And the last 2 bundles making up a total of 20 javelins. One of the shields kind of fell out of one of the bundles. And it is painted with a lizard and a forked tongue. Or a lizard that has a forked tongue. And that's all that's in this area.
Is that the only shield that's different?
You can open the oilskin to find out. That's the only shield that you can see the face of.
Well, should we start dumping all these oilskins, see if we can find anything?
Oh, sure, I guess.